right, Detroit, we are back. Then it's time for us to head into the Year 3 offseason with your Detroit Red Wings. After what I'm going to call a successful year number 3. No one expected us to make the playoffs. Certainly no one expected us to win the Stanley Cup, right? I said it at the beginning of the last video. I just want this team to remain competitive all the way to the trade deadline. We do that. We give our young guns a chance to play meaningful hockey. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we know the future is bright. And on that front, the mission was successful. Come the trade deadline, we were only 4 points out of the playoffs. Now, I made the choice to not beef up the squad, to not trade away draft picks or prospects, to try to help these guys out for their playoff run. Just let the guys go for it. I also decided to not trade away the veterans, because why cut the legs out from underneath them? They were only 4 points out of the playoffs. Give this team the chance to make it in, and after the trade deadline, it seems like the real veterans in the NHL, the real contenders, start to bear down and play real hockey, and we just completely dropped the ball. We went from 4 points out of the playoffs to the 7th worst team in the NHL. Now, that's not the end of the world, because we accomplished our goal, and now we're still going to have a good NHL entry draft. I was hoping that we could win the draft lottery again. We also had the St. Louis Blues draft pick, but no, this year we won the draft lottery in years 1 and 2. This year, though, we dropped back. Gary Bettman, he's got to be nice and happy about that, but I'm all right. I'm all right with that. We already got our prospects, and I actually, for this video, have a lot of blockbuster ideas to try to make this team into a playoff contender for next season, because if we were only 4 points out at the trade deadline, you know, a lot of our young guns are getting better. A lot of our younger players in the AHL and CHL, they're going to have rookie seasons next year, free agency, and we have some trading assets. So I don't think we should go for another rebuild year. I'm not going to commit by trading away all of our young guns, but let's try to make the playoffs for year number 4, okay? Now, before we get to the draft, we have some fan art here. First up, JFK, man. Jacob Forsbacka Carlson. He started the year on the 4th line or the 3rd line, one of those two, and he only had 4 goals. I moved him up to the 1st line, gave him 1st line power play time, and all of a sudden he was a 30-goal scorer. So he says, I'll score 40 for you if you play me next year. I think we're going to do that with JFK. It doesn't matter what his overall is, doesn't matter what his potential is. 1st line 5-on-5 and 1st line power play. Let's see if he is a true 40-goal scorer. We also have one of our sponsors, Little Caesars. Hello, GM Superbman. This is Little Caesars Pizza owner Miriam Lich. Oh God, if I butcher that, I apologize. And I wanted to talk about a request that the Detroit Red Wings trade up to the 2nd overall pick. Now here we go again. Already traded up in previous drafts, and you guys want it again. Toronto is not a rebuilding team, right? The Toronto Maple Leafs won the draft lottery. They had the draft pick from the Colorado Avalanche, right? So it makes sense to trade up for a 2nd overall pick. Give the 7th and the 10th. This will result in acquiring French-Canadian prospect Alexis Lafreniere, who is a center that the Detroit Red Wings need. Larkin won't get any better than an 86 overall. Detroit needs a number 1 or 2 center for year 5 if you fail to gain a center prospect in the draft. Well, what about Logan Bochinski? Remember the left wing two-way forward? We were thinking about moving him over to the center position. So thank you, Marion Lich from Little Caesars. Oh man, Little Caesars Pizza, always delivering here to the Joe. I'm calling it the Joe. I don't care, boys. But no, I don't know if we're going to be able to move up to the 2nd overall pick. And there are some studs in the draft. I mean, Simon Cloutier. I should be a top 10 pick. Don't let my injury fool you. Jim Superbman, draft me. This guy, we actually uncovered his potential already. It's exact elite, and he's going in the 1st round, but not in the top 10. So we could theoretically trade down and still pick up a medium elite. There's no way he's low elite in the 1st round. That they come later on, like late 1st round or even 2nd round. There's no freaking way. So that's going to be good. And when it comes to what we need to do to develop this team for next year, you know, what positions do we need? You know, we have a glaring problem between the posts or between the pipes in the crease. We got big time net problems. Look at this, the Detroit News. Philip Grubauer really let his team down this year after a horrible statistical season. With a record of 21, 28, and 6, a save percentage of 910, and a goals against average of 283, Grubauer did not help his team with the final push. That's right, only 4 points out of the playoffs, and we were pretty good defensively offensively. Although Detroit was not expected to be a playoff team, the young Wings played a solid shutdown system and was only 4 points out of the playoffs at the trade deadline. Perhaps a goalie will be GM Superbman's top priority this offseason. If not, we may be in for another losing season. Now, that's what I don't want, right? Expectations have to go up for next season. So we have a lot of different suggestions here. Go after a goaltender, go after Alexis Lafreniere, trade up in the drafts. I got to think about what I want to do. Now, before we get to the draft, let me just simulate to the draft right now. Trading block, no. We really can't trade anyone. There's only 2 realistic bad contracts on our team that we could trade, Franz Nielsen and Danny DeKeyser, but we'd have to retain salary. The other guys are contracts that we took on from other teams to try to get draft picks. So we're still in that what's it called? That window, that time window where we are killing off some of our shitty contracts. Remember the 4-year run, right? Dylan Larkin's got the 8-year deal, but the 4-year run, we got some bad contracts in there. So we're going to have to try to maneuver around those bad contracts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a trade or two, considering we're going to be pretty close to the salary cap. A lot of young players need contracts within the next few years, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's take a look at the awards for year number 3. Didn't do this in the last video. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they finally get it done. Since 2015, they've been pushing. Steven Stamkos finally shows that he can lead his team to a Stanley Cup. They get her done. So Winnipeg in year number 1, Nashville in year number 2, and back to the Eastern Conference for year number 3. And the President's Trophy. See what I mean about Tampa? With Kucherov, Stamkos, and the update with McDonough, the trade deadline update. Vasilevsky's 90. They are a powerhouse of a team, and they're in our division. They're not getting it's not like they're getting too old anytime soon. I think some of these players might be in their 30s now, like Hedman 29, Stamkos 30. So you're still talking about like 4 or 5 years where they can simulate well. Clarence S. Campbell goes to the Vegas Golden Knights. So Vegas versus Tampa in the final. Very interesting. Art Ross goes to Artemi Panarin. What a great free agent acquisition that was last season for the Vancouver Canucks. And it seems like Panarin and Peterson have some great chemistry. Hart Memorial goes to Artemi Panarin, man, who in the last 2 videos ago was suggesting I should sign Panarin. I might have should have. That doesn't make sense. I should have done that. Possibly. Victor Hedman with the James Norris. My God, Tampa Bay. They just tore it up this season. Lady Bing goes to Nikita Kucherov. Calder Memorial goes to Jack Hughes. All right, so Rookie of the Year. Didn't go to any of us. The first overall draft pick in last year's NHL entry draft, Jack Hughes. What the hell was that? My speakers are popped. What the hell? Speakers don't be popping on me. Hang on a sec. Maybe I could, yeah, you know what? Hang on a second here, boys. I actually don't need any audio output while I'm making this video, so I'll just mute my speakers. And actually, I'll take off my sweater as well. It's a little hot down here. It's been freaking sweltering in Canada the last few days. I'm loving it. Vezina Trophy goes to Carey Price. William M. Jennings goes to Carter Hutton on the Thatcher M. Demko. Right. Oh, no. Demko's right. Okay, I was like, why is Demko won the last year? No, this is the same season. So Thatcher must be the backup. Hutton is their starter right now. Bill Masterton goes to Murphy. Frank J. Selke goes to Claude Giroux. Ted Lindsay Award goes to Panarin. And Maurice Richard goes to Alexander Ovechkin. Okay. So there are the awards. Now let us head into the NHL entry draft and see what is available. Well, actually, hang on a sec. Just to bring up the prospects once again to get them fresh in your mind. We have 2 draft picks in the top 10 this year, the 8th and 10th. 10th from St. Louis didn't get pushed back. We had the 7th pick, but we got pushed back 1. So right now, the projected players, remember, this always changes. Once you get into the draft, this changes again. But Con, I would love to get some defensemen. That's one thing that we do need on this team. I know we picked up some defensemen over the years, but another 2-way defenseman. I'll even take a defensive defenseman. That way we got Quentin Hughes, Ryan Preck, who we're still waiting for, and now one more guy. Boom, that would be the blue line taken care of. We already have a lot of prospects up front. So Con, Guerin, defenseman. Lafreniere, that guy's going to go 1 or 2. Right now he's like at 3. That's interesting. These guys must be even better, which is crazy. Justin Regier, right wing power forward, and Bob Duda, 2-way defender. Now there's a lot of defenders in there, but they're in the top 5. We're not going to get pushed back. Now, here's where our picks are going to come in. It's going to be Lucas Stevenson, left wing 2-way forward. Ian Gibson, left wing sniper. Kelly Lucic, defender, two-way. Brandon Coe, right-wing power forward. Riley Gostad, right-wing two-way forward. And then center, right-wing, goaltender. Murphy, offensive defenseman. Rodriguez. Yeah, there's still a few defensemen down there. There he is, Cloutier. Simon Cloutier, offensive defenseman. So we know, I don't know how late in the draft this guy's going to go in the first round, but we know we have a medium elite defenseman. I wish he was a two-way or defensive defenseman, but still, we know we have one of those that we can pick up with our 10th. So I am debating right now, what do we do with our 8th? Do we trade it? Do we select another defenseman? We can get Lucic. We can get... Lucic is really the only defenseman. I don't think Duda, Kahn, or Guerin are going to drop off. Duda, Lucic. Is there another defenseman anywhere? What's the next best defenseman? Murphy, offensive defenseman, top 4. That looks fine. McClements, he doesn't look like he's a good defenseman. Devin McClements. I don't know, actually, because medium top 6, that could be a low one. Medium top 4, Flynn. Man, all the defensemen that I would want to draft this season are all offensive defensemen. I don't want an offensive defenseman. Offensive defenseman. What was Lucic? Was he an offensive defenseman as well? Two-way defender, Lucic? Two-way, okay, so I think Kelly Lucic is going to be the best bet for us right now. Two-way defender, left-handed, grab that guy at number 7, and then maybe Cloutier at number 10. Get 2 more defensemen. We already had the Svechnikovs, Larkin, Mantha, JFK, Hedman, who else is it in there? Larkin. We got plenty of forwards upcoming. So I think filling up the blue line might be the best bet. So let us go into the NHL entry draft. I've already done some pre-scouting. I know what I want to do, and I teased at the beginning of the video with a blockbuster deal. Boyos, get ready, because year number 4, we are going to beef this squad up. Now, I want to see who goes first here, because View Draft Class, the Little Caesars man, the owner, Marion Litch, I think his name was, he suggested that we move up to the 2nd overall pick. So let's see what we got. See, now it's saying Regier is going first, Guerin's going 2nd, Duda, Lafreniere's dropped to 4, there's no way. Kahn at number 5, Gostad, Stevenson, Lucic at number 6. Yeah, I think I can get Lucic at 7, which is going to be good. Oh, and look at Cloutier. Cloutier got closer to the top 10. So he was supposed to go in the top 10. I guess he had an injury playing in the QMJHL this season, so he's been pushed back. But you saw the fan art. He says he's ready to go. So Cloutier at 10 and Lucic at 7. I think I might want to do. Is there anything else? Anything else? Let me just see. Flynn, Drouin, Delorier, Kevin Rodriguez. I mean, there could be a lot of good guys. Like this guy Wong, low top 6. That could be a high elite. That could be a low franchise the way the game works. It could also be like a high top 9. It's weird. I don't really like taking low top 6s or low top 4s. But if it was a low top 9 or a low top 6 defenseman, that would be fine. Lewis, all right, that'd be fine. Flynn is probably going to be a good player. These guys, the medium top 9s, I can't tell. Rodriguez is probably going to be good. Rentoul, I can't tell. Murphy, this guy McClement, I don't think is going to be good. It's all over the place, this draft. See what I mean? Like in the 1st and 2nd round, this guy's exact top 6. So I think there could be some bad draft picks in this one. Lop, low top 6, that guy could be amazing. Patrick, is there anyone else? Low top 6, Langenbrunner, that guy could be amazing. Ronaldo, that guy could be amazing. All these low top 6s, man. Okay. So before we go, let me just sort by potential, see if there's anyone in the later rounds that I should be targeting. So we got Kahn, Cloutier, they're going in the 1st round. Guerin, top 5. Undrafted, here we go. Godobin, defenseman, undrafted. So I can get that guy with the 6th or 7th. High elite, hopefully he low top 4 maybe. Sergeyev, medium elite, 3rd round, top 5. 4th round, Hatcher. So there's a lot of guys that I could target later on in the rounds here. So after like the 3rd or 4th round, I'm going to start just trying out these players here. Okay, so let us go and start the NHL entry draft. The 1st overall pick goes to the LA Kings, and they do not want to give that pick up. Makes sense. So let us sim. All right, sim that pick right there. And the 1st overall pick, yes, Alexis Lafreniere. Interesting. The game doesn't exactly rank them based on how they're going to go in the draft. I figured this guy was going to go first. The latest was 2nd. He's just like Jack Hughes. Center playmaker, high elite. This guy's going to be a stud for the LA Kings. Now, next up, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Do they want to trade away their pick? Let's see. They do want to trade away their pick. Oh, man. Marion Litch might be onto something here. Little Caesars. Let's see. What kind of players would they want? Skaters matching the block, right? So, no Hughes. Bochinski, no. Svechnikov, no. Larkin, no. Svechnikov, no. No. None of these guys I want to trade away. I trade away Franz Nielsen, but that trade value's not there. Now, the Little Caesars guys said to trade away your 2 first rounders for him. They don't want it and they don't want it, right? So that's kind of like they want to give up their second, but why would they take an 8th and a 10th for it? That doesn't make any sense. So I could do that just to move up, boys, but I feel like that's cheating the system a little bit. I'm not giving them anything that would make them benefit. It's not like the Minnesota deal with Zetterberg and Nyquist where you're helping a team that wants to try to make the playoffs. I'd have to give them a player. I'm not just going to take their second for 2 later picks. No, I'm not going to do that. So we're going to sim that. We're going to go all the way to our 8th pick. Yeah. Oh, right. It's not 7. It's 8. Shit. I might not be able to get those guys. Hang on. Let me think. I already did some. Let me just take a look at these draft picks. Edmonton, they want to give up theirs. They do want to give up theirs, but it's the same problem. I'm not trading away draft picks just to move up for another draft pick. It'd have to be a player. And the players that they're going to want are players that we're holding on to. We've already made our trades. All these guys I got to hold on to. Nielsen again, but that's no trade value. You know what, boys? We're getting ahead of ourselves with all these trades. We already had our great draft picks in years 1, 2, and for year number 3, I think I'm just going to take it easy, okay? We still have some good picks, but sim to user pick, I'm not going to be trading up in this year's draft. All right, so let's go back and take a look at who went in the top 5. We got Regeer, the power forward, going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, so they lost Mitch Marner last year in an RFA. Now they draft Regeer. Okay, Guerin, offensive defenseman, going to the Nashville Predators. 17 years of age, already 79 overall. Oh, my God. Yeah, you know what? If I didn't edit Lafreniere, make him better, this guy was probably going to be the computer-generated 1st or 2nd overall pick. Same thing with this guy, Kahn, medium elite, 79 overall. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, so Buffalo, Toronto, Nashville, getting some good players here. Duda, two-way defender, medium elite, 78 overall. Man, if I could have just gotten my hands on one of these defensemen, Reinprecht, and then, if only we won the draft lottery this year. Ko, medium elite, right-wing power forward. Lucic got taken by the Edmonton Oilers, so 2 Lucic now playing in Edmonton. He doesn't have the elite, but medium top 4 at 74 overall. That would have been nice to pick up, and now we got 8 and 10. Okay, so let me just call a timeout right now. I'm actually going to call a few timeouts. Let me just make sure I don't run out of time. All right, so we got 11 minutes to work with. So let's make a pick. Let's see what we got available. We know we got Cloutier. If I could hold off on Cloutier until the number 10, that would be good. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get picked. It could be a little dangerous, but who else do I want in this? I want a defenseman, but they just took Lucic. Gostad, Stevenson, Gibson, snipers and two-way forwards. We just picked up Bochinski last year. We got Larkin. We got Mantha, who's a power forward. We got the Svechnikovs, who are 2 snipers. We got Rasmussen, who's a sniper. JFK, who acts like a sniper. We don't need any more forwards, right? So defenseman, goaltender, Pinot, he might be that medium elite goalie that we need. Bandelaurier, Rodriguez, Rentoul. No clue, man. No clue. I know there are some good players in this draft, but they're not popping out at me. Like this guy, Murphy, medium top 4, that pops out at me. Rodriguez, that pops out at me. That pops out at me. Flynn, the goalie, maybe. Wong, I'm not. If it was low top 9, I'd love it. But low top 6, that could just be like a high top 9 forward. Lewis, that's not bad. Hope, that's not bad. Abdelkader, Cloutier, I know is a good one. Torres, playmaker. Shit, man. All right, we do need playmakers, though. Center playmaker, I could always play him on the wing. We need guys who just pass the puck, not defensive hitters, not shooters. So maybe like a Torres and a Cloutier. I know he's a center, but a playmaker. Tyler Torres, and he's medium top 6. I would take that. Okay. And he's not going in the top 10. Okay, so I'm going to take Cloutier first. I want to make sure I get this guy. It would suck if Torres is a bust, and then someone else takes Cloutier. I'm going to take Cloutier first with my 8th overall pick. So Simon Cloutier, I know you said that you were supposed to be in the top 10. Don't worry about that injury, kid. Come and play with the Detroit Red Wings. Simon Cloutier, all right, so medium elite. We got that part, but only 54 overall. When you compare that to Lucic, who's medium top 4, but 74 overall. Oof. Now, what's his age? 18 years, okay. So at least we got a trading asset here and a prospect in the system. Now let's sim again. Sim that pick right there. All right, Stevenson, medium top 6, 66 overall. Pretty good player right there, but I'd rather the defenseman over the left wing two-way forward. We already have the forwards that we need. So a 10th overall pick. Let's see what we got. Oh, if only I could have got Lucic and Cloutier. That would have been great. That Lucic player would have been awesome. He would have made the NHL, not next year, but the year after that. And then Cloutier would have grown as well. 2 defensemen upcoming. So Gostad, Gibson. Where's that playmaker? Torres. Abdelkader. See the difference? Gibson and Torres are the two best right here. Hope is not bad, but a two-way forward. Wong, sniper, I don't trust. Lewis is a winger. Goaltender wouldn't be bad. All these guys down here, top 9. Top 6, Gavin Rodriguez, that wouldn't be bad. And then all these other defensemen, but they're offensive defensemen, and I don't... Then we'd have 3. We'd have for Quentin Hughes, Kluche, and then the third guy. That's too many offensive defensemen. Horton, Sashnikov. Now, you know what? I'm just going to take I'm just going to do the easy thing here. This Torres guy. Considering he's that close to the top 10 and he's got the medium top 6, I'm pretty sure this guy is going to be just medium top 6, 60-something overall. So I'm just going to go for it, all right? Torres, center playmaker. Please don't be a bust. Whoa, yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. I'll take that. Exact same thing as Stevenson. Medium top 6, 66 overall. So we didn't get that elites. Would have been nice. I know I missed out on some elites, though. There's so many. Like those medium top 4 offensive defensemen. We're going to see. So now that that is done... Yeah, now that that's done, I'm going to... Oh, I can't call a timeout. Hang on. Oh, I can just go to trade. Right, offer trade. So we made our draft picks, and now it is time for the blockbuster trade, boys. Now, this one, there's going to be a lot of hate in the comment section. A lot of people saying, Johnny, that is not realistic whatsoever. Guys, just sit back, all right? Take a chill pill. I'm going to explain this. So, from the Winnipeg Jets, who have just over $5 million of cap space available, and I mean just over. Their status is a champion. They won the Stanley Cup, what was it, in year number, 1, 2? I think it was 1. Yeah, year number 1. So they're trying to get back on track. But there has been drama in Winnipeg this season. Kyle Connor is still an RFA. Now, if you remember back to free agency last season, he was on the block. I don't like to sign for RFAs just because draft picks given up. It's not exactly cheap, but the computers don't exactly protect these players. They don't move out shitty contracts so that they can sign these guys. That's why you always see a guy like Mitch Marner, William Nylander go to RFA in free agency. Toronto always trades to try to make the playoffs. They acquire shitty contracts, and then they can't sign Marner because they sign Matthews, right? Kyle Connor must be in the same boat here. 87 overall, so he wants a huge contract, but they only have $5 million left. Now, here's what I can do for him. Kyle Connor clearly does not like the Winnipeg Jets anymore. Both sides dug their heels in. Kyle Connor didn't want to sign, and the Winnipeg Jets are like, all right, you don't want to sign, fine, we won't play you. So it's a year later. Kyle Connor did not play in the NHL, and it's time for these two parties to move on. The Detroit Red Wings are in the Eastern Conference, so they're trading Kyle Connor away from the West, and Kyle Connor, he's an American-born from Michigan, baby. Detroit, I don't know how close to Detroit he is, but Michigan. So a hometown kid, 23 years of age, left wing, two-way forward, and that adds into all the other forwards that we have and really just rounds out our top 9. Now, that's a lot of trade value right there, so hang on one second. So Kyle Connor coming to Detroit, hopefully. Next up, remember that fan art from the Detroit News about our goaltending situation. We do need a goalie. I was looking around the NHL. It's slim pickings right now. In free agency, I'm not sure. But if you go to goaltenders here with the Winnipeg Jets, they have Connor Hellebuyck at 90 overall, 27 years of age, signed for another 3 years, helped them win a Stanley Cup in year number 1. He's their man. But they also have this secondary goaltender who's only got 1 year left, 24 years of age at 84 overall, Eric Comrie. That seems to me to be a guy that we can take a chance on. It's not going to cost too much, and he can also grow. He's got that medium starter, 24 years of age, so if he has a good season, he can grow, and it's an upgrade from Philip Grubauer, so that makes sense for me, and they wouldn't be hurt by trading away Comrie because they still have Hellebuyck, all right? And now I'm going to help their salary cap situation out a little bit. I'm going to take a look at all their skaters, their worst contract. It's going to be our injury defenseman for next season, Fagoof, baby, Dion Fagoof. He's got 1 more year at $7 million, 78 overall. So that's going to free up $7 million for the Winnipeg Jets. Now, I know it'd be nice to free up the $7 million so they could sign Connor, but in this universe, you got to imagine a young guy like Connor who's 87 overall. He's He's got the RFA rights to Winnipeg. They won't sign him for the contract that he wants. He digs his heels in. They dig their heels in. A year goes by, and he's just lost a year of his contract, a year of his career. I mean, these two sides would be fuming at one another, kind of like Drew in with Tampa Bay. So it's time to move on. So Phaneuf I'll take, Comrie I'll take, Connor I'll take, and going back the other way, we've got to sweeten this deal a little bit. This is gonna hurt, boys. Not a lot of people are gonna like this, especially the super Swedes in the audience. But Johan Hedberg, drafted him in year number 1. What was it? The second round, 36th overall. But so far, I have not seen the kind of growth that I would have liked to see out of a medium elite player. He's had 2 seasons in the AHL, and he's still only, 64 overall? Now, he could have a preseason where he jumps up to 70, and then it's a little bit of a mistake. But hear me out here. All right, Hedberg is 20 years of age, and he's 64 overall. Kyle Connor is 23 years of age, 87 overall. If Hedberg gets to 87 overall in 3 years, all right, that's great. That's more than what we would expect. I mean, there's some players that don't grow. Victor Reed in the last Vegas Golden Knights with the medium elite. Some players do. He could be better than 87 overall. The point is, Kyle Connor is 87 overall for sure, and he's 87 overall right now. And we want to try to make the playoffs next season. And he's from Detroit. This is a perfect fit. So Hedberg will be the trade value to go back the other way. They get a young player that's affordable, that they can groom and bring into the lineup in the future. They also need a roster player up front, and this is where we're going to dump some salary cap. So we're going to bring up, where is he? Hang on, did I pass him? Frans Nielsen, they want him. Only 2 more years. Yes, he's 36 years of age, but they're actually lacking up front in the offensive category, and they're trying to win another Stanley Cup. So a veteran who's just logged 2 years with Detroit on the first line with decent stats, other than his plus-minus, it's not crazy to think. And now that they don't have Connor, remember, they didn't sign him all this year. They got Line, Scheifele, Ehlers. After that, Baton, or Little's 83, then Baton 81. So Frans Nielsen fits in right there. And to sweeten the deal, we're also going to retain half his salary. So it's Frans Nielsen for only 2 more years, 81 overall, which is tied for the fifth best forward on their team, and it's only 2 more years at 2.65 or 2.625. So we're freeing up their cap space with Phaneuf. We're taking Connor and Comrie. We're giving them an NHL center back that's only 2.6, a young prospect that has the medium elite and the trade value off the charts. And we're also going to give them a draft pick. So draft pick, we're going to give them a 2nd-round pick for this season, all right, from the Detroit Red Wings. I don't know if that's going to go through. Let's try it out. So Hedberg, Frans Nielsen, and a 2nd for Connor Comrie and Dion Phaneuf. You've done all right. All right, so I'm close. Let me try to throw in, I'll throw in a 2nd and a 3rd. Kyle Connor is the real deal here, 87 overall, and he could still grow. So a 2nd and a 3rd, Frans Nielsen and Johan Hedberg. Will it go through? I feel that you've met our block needs quite admirably, but the value is just a little bit low, so we're just going to add in another draft pick, 4th round. I got 2 thirds for next season, so I'll throw in a 4th for next year, just to sweeten the deal. Will it go through? I am happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Winnipeg Jets, and we consider it a done deal. So I want to know, Detroit fans, was that a bad trade or a good trade? We've already gone through the rebuilding stage, the draft picks, and Johan Hedberg, I'm not making the same mistake I made with Victor Reed. We can tell if the young players are going to grow and if they're going to grow quickly, all right? Hedberg is in that tweener area where I don't know if he's going to grow or not, but right now he still had that trade value. So we flipped that for a asset that we know is going to perform for us, produce for us. 87 overall, Kyle Connor from Detroit. So now we got Larkin and Connor, 2 two-way forwards, and Bochinski. So you're talking about defensive forwards with the snipers. Now we just need some playmakers, and that's why we drafted that Torres guy. All right, so welcome Kyle Connor, and also we picked up a goalie. All right, so we got Eric Comrie, 84 overall. Got to sign him for next season, but not too shabby. And Dion Phaneuf, he could be the good luck charm for us. Now we only have $4.2 million of salary cap available. We're gonna have a lot of these contracts off our team, but I want to see if I can move any of them. So Gardner, Johnson, Mantha, DeKaiser. I'd love to move Danny DeKaiser's contract, but I've got to go at least 1 more year for that. Yeah, he didn't have the kind of season that Franz Nielsen had. DeKaiser's been on like the bottom 6. Franz Nielsen at least put up some points, and I think he was, yeah, with the retained salary, he was less. So I'm going to hold on to DeKaiser right now. But Brower's off the deal, or off the team. Ericsson's contract is gone. Abdelkader, we're going to hold on to. Berglund, we got to hold on to. Sabotka's contract is gone. Marcus Foligno, only 1 more year. Svechnikov, got to hold on to. Ouellette's contract is off the team. So we're going to save a lot of salary cap right there. And also goaltenders, Grabauer and Godobin. That's why I only signed them to the 1-year deal. So we're freeing up like $3 million right there also. Actually, got 2.7, right? I was looking at Comrie. So you guys let me know what you think of those trades and those draft picks. But after the first round, the Detroit Red Wings have picked up a medium elite offensive defenseman at 54 overall, a center playmaker, medium top 6 at 66 overall, and also traded for Kyle Connor from the Winnipeg Jets. Detroit-born Kyle Connor, baby. This is absolutely perfect. So we'll send him to the user pick. This is going to take us all the way to the 3rd round. Remember, we traded away our 2nd rounder. Now, let's see if we made the mistake here. Let's see if there were any top-notch draft picks that we could have picked up. Gostad, medium top 6, 69 overall. It's even better. Gibson, that sniper, medium top 6. All right, medium top 4. McClements. Damn it, McClements was actually, it wasn't bad. I thought he was going to be a shitty draft pick. Could have gone with McClements, actually, instead of Torres. I just wasn't sure because he's got the medium top 4 and he's 65 overall. So that was one mistake. I thought McClement was going to be worse, and he wasn't one of the offensive defensemen. Lewis, medium top 6. Murphy, all right, so medium top 4. I'm glad I didn't pick him. Rodriguez, medium top 6. No elites. Abdelkader, center playmaker, medium top 6. Wong, he was a medium top 6. No, I was wrong there. I thought he might be a bust or like a low franchise or something. Hope, oh, look at that. Now, Hope was one of those players I said, I think I have a good feeling about him. Medium top 9. See, I could have made mistakes here. I'm glad. You know, I'm happy with this. Flynn, medium top 4. Oh, there's the goalie, medium elite. Yeah, only 52 overall, though. So I could have drafted him and then reflipped him. Rintoul, all right, medium top 9. Druin Delort, look at that. Right wing sniper. Medium elite, but he's kind of like the Hedberg. 54 overall coming in. Enroth, medium elite goaltender, already 62. That's good. Barron, left wing sniper. All right, top 9. Horton, low elites. All right, so not bad. There's some good. Ooh, there we go. There's another medium elite. 72 overall. Holy shit. Dufresne. Gilbert Dufresne, right wing sniper, 19 years of age. See what I mean? Hedberg is 20 at 64. This guy Dufresne is 72 at 19. Some guys grow faster. I want the guys who are already in their 70s by the time they're 20, man. That's a good one right there. Ooh, yeah, that was, if we could have got that one, Dufresne, that would have been great. McIntyre, all right, Gooley. All right, so there were some good picks. Top 6, top 9. Elite, there you go. Toronto. Holy shit, 73 overall. Medium elite center, two-way forward. God damn, if I could have got the center two-way forward and that freaking sniper. 2 guys already in their 18 years of age, already in his freaking Damn, man. The Leafs just picked up a real good draft pick right there. Is there anyone more? Hines, medium elites. Oh, fuck me! Are you kidding me? All right, well, that kind of sucks. The Winnipeg Jets 2nd round pick. That was my pick. Shit, I should have traded like 2/3 or something. Oh, man, we could have had this Hines guy. No, there's no Edgar Hines. There's no guarantee that I would have selected him because it would have been a list of players and no one popped out. I went sure to go down and look. No one popped out, so he was a random. But there were a bunch of players you could have found right there. Eric Hines. Oh, my God. Oh, hang on a second. Call a timeout. There you go. So Hines, boys. So the Winnipeg Jets. So now think about it from the Winnipeg Jets perspective. You think that we screwed the Winnipeg Jets. They got a medium elite Hedberg. They got a medium elite Hines. They got Franz Nielsen at retained salary. And they got another 3rd and 4th over. So another 2 draft picks coming. So they got rid of Kyle Connor, but they got 2 medium elites, a defender and a sniper coming back the other way. That's fine. That is fine. Oh, man. Damn, I'm a little pissed off about that. That was a good one. All right, so make pick. Yeah, where are we? We're in the 3rd round now. Damn it, man. You know what? I'm fine with it. We got a team. It's just the defenseman. I want defenseman. That would have been good. All right, so since we're here in the 3rd round, I'm going to start targeting. Yeah, I'm going to start targeting those elite players. We might get lucky. This seems like it's a weird draft right here. So Godobin's going undrafted. 3rd, 4th round medium elites. Sergeyev from, is that Latvia? Oh, the lethal Latvian, Maxim Sergeyev. Here we go. We go with one of these players. Hatcher, he's got the elite, but he's a left-wing two-way forward. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a chance here on a defenseman, Sergeyev, medium elites. If he's the low top 4, that's still good. Let's see. Medium top 6. You know what? That's fine. That is at least a little bit of trade value, 3rd rounds, and he's 59 overall, AHL defenseman. You never know. Could be a future top 6 or a future injury player for us. Sim to user pick. That's a good pick right there. I'm happy with that. All right, so 4th round. Let us just keep on selecting these players in the later rounds. See if we get lucky. Yeah, nothing pops out at me right there. You got some exact 7th defenseman, exact bottom 6 forward, so we're in that area. Let's try another defender, top 4. I'm going to try another defender. There's 2 more defenders here. I'm going to try Mason Nuiv. Medium top 4 defenseman. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Let's see what we get. Medium 7th defenseman. All right, nothing too special, but that's okay. If we get lucky, we get lucky. I'm going to keep on selecting these players. It's a crapshoot. I mean, though what was his name? Hines? Ooh, but this guy, Cartnessy, low top 9, sniper. Do I want to try to go after another Kartinen? Another sniper to replace Hedberg, sorry. Or I could take another shot at these defenders. I want to take another shot at the defender. Yeah, I'm going to take another shot at this defender here. Let's see, 7th defenseman. Shit. All right, so 5th round, 7th pick. Let's see if that Finnish sniper was anything special. So 5th round, 7th pick. Ooh, a grinder. Let's see. Oh, no, I thought I saw something special potential-wise. Never mind. All right, so Luongo, Mercer, Ouellette, Sadikov, Kartinen, there he is. Medium bottom 6. Okay, so I didn't make a bad choice there. So make pick. I think it's the last one now. I'm going to go for that undrafted player with the that high elite. Imagine he's something special. Like a low franchise all the way back here. That'd be freaking fantastic. So I'm just going to go for him, right? Godobin from Ukraine. And if anyone, yeah, we've had some good luck with Ukraine recently. So here we go. Let's see what we get. Low elite. Here we go. Undrafted. Godobin. So 2-way defender. I'll take that, man. So another defender. He's already 20 at 58 overall. So you might not see a lot of growth out of him, but trade bait. That's good. That's a good pick right there. So this has been a good draft for us. Sim to user pick. We had to make some choices, but I want to be a much better team. I think we can make the playoffs next year. I really do. If anything, we could improve on when we know the season's over. You know, we could be a competitive playoff team all the way up into the end of the season instead of just the trade deadline. 4T, I'm just going to take it low top 9. There you go. It was a low top 9. I meant high top 9. It's low top 9, though. Sim options. Sim to user pick. I think that's it, right? 7th rounder. I have another one. 7th round in the 7th round. 15th in the 7th round, I should say. Let's see what we got. Nothing pops out at me right there except for that top 9 forward playmaker. Top 9. Yeah, seems like it's it. So we'll go for that top 9 playmaker center. Yeah, Helmerson. We'll try this out. Helmerson, low top 9. All right, so did we have a single medium bottom 6? I mean, we had some 7th defensemen and 6th defensemen, but that was a pretty good draft right there. So Cloutier, Torres, Sergeyev, Massino, Marjamaki, Khudobin, Fortier, and Helmerson. Welcome to the Detroit Red Wings, and also Kyle Connor. Welcome to the Detroit Red Wings. So I'm going to have an interesting time here with the salary cap situation. Kyle Connor's going to want a big time contract. I might have to give him a bridge deal, because they weren't able to sign him in Winnipeg, and we still have a lot of outstanding contracts on our team. I just picked up that Dion Fagoof contract. I traded away Franz Nielsen, but I retained $2 million. So cap space. We have $20 million of cap space. I'm going to do something a little satisfying right now, just for you guys to be able to see. All right, so all the players that we know we don't want back, I'm going to cut right now. So Grubauer, cut you. Godobin, cut you. All right, Niederberger, cut you. It's going to get rid of all the excess and see what we have when it comes to salary cap, and then go from there. So Gardner, Johnson, Hughes, Cholowski, Hronik, Ouellette. He doesn't want to come back. I'm going to release him. He can go to free agency. I can find another depth defenseman. Fantenberg, I'm going to release all these guys. I can build up the AHL squad again with new players in free agency, and I'll take care of that by myself in preseason. Jensen, I'm going to release you. There you go. Just a bunch. Jonathan Erickson, so that $4 million is off the team now. Perfect. A coin, I'm going to release you. Bye-bye. Get rid of him. These two players down here, Clayton and Learback, they both have medium at 7th defenseman potential, so I'm going to release them. Boom. All right, and then all these prospects down here. Low top 6. We got the low elite, Godobin. That's nice. I'm not going to sign him just yet. He's only 50. I can play him in the AHL. You know what? Because he's 20, I'm going to sign him. There you go. Sign Godobin. All right, and Cloutier, I'm going to leave Cloutier because he's playing in the QMJHL right now. We don't need to sign him. I'm just going to leave him the way it is. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to leave him the way it is because I want to take advantage of that contract later on. Griffin, I'm going to release you. Carlson, I'm going to... Actually, Carlson, 23. I could bring him back to help out the AHL squad. I'm going to keep him. Brower, I'm going to release you. Semenoff, I'm not going to do anything with. Kyle Connor. All right, so let's see how much Kyle Connor wants. 2 years, 5.6. If I go up to 7 years, the Larkin deal, 8.6. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get Kyle Connor signed. Svechnikov, we got to figure out. Tyler Bertuzzi, got to figure out. Hunter Shinkaruk, might bring back for the AHL squad. Vladimir Sabatka, I'm going to release. Oscar Mahler, I'm going to release. He doesn't want a contract, so it's going to be hard to sign. Silverguard, I'm going to release. There you go. Malakin, I'm going to release you. Bottom 6. All right. Bois, low elites. So you can see all these young prospects. Hopefully they grow. And last but not least, centers. So Jacob Forsback, Carlson, we got to sign. Quinn, I'm going to release. Turgeon, I'm going to release. I'm going to release all these guys. I can sign a bunch of other guys in free agency, like I said. Now I'm going to release you. And I'm going to hold on to... Actually, he's 24 already. I'm going to release him. I can't find a spot for him in the AHL squad. I'm always trying to find a spot for these two-way forwards. Torres, I'm going to leave him. Same thing as Cloutier, Fortier, Helmerson, and Huo. All right, so that is everyone taken care of. And now we only have these RFAs to sign. Not too many. So I think we'll be fine with the $20 million of cap space. And we can even go into free agency. But I want to show you guys the contract length. So right now, Larkin's on the 7-year deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Got Larkin all the way out there. Everyone else is now on a 3-year deal. Gardner, Johnson, Mantha, 3 years. We got the minor league contracts. Bochinski, 3 years. Athanasiou, Advocator, 3 years. Phaneuf only has 1 more year left. Kaiser 2 more years, Berglund 2 more years. So after the 3-year mark, you know, we have no more bad contracts and we can go into the future. So Kyle Connor, do you want to give a 3-year contract to keep it short, or do you want to go 7 years and really pay him? The only problem is he wants to sign here. I don't want to pay him more than Dylan Larkin. So Dylan Larkin's at 6.750. So hang on a second, 6.750. I go 5 years, 6.750. He'll be 28, and then you can sign him long term after that. All right, they're both. He put up some pretty good numbers with Winnipeg, and he's from Detroit, so I'm gonna sign him. So 6.750 for 5 years for Kyle Connor. We're gonna see if he comes back. Svechnikov, we're gonna wait on. Forsback, Carlson, we're gonna wait on. I'll wait on all those guys. I just want to see what Kyle Connor does, and then I can do my own power video editing for the rest of them. All right, I just wanted to show you guys what the team looks like as of right now. Clean up the roster a little bit. So you guys can exactly see what we have. Kyle Connor, offer rejected. Okay. So I'm going to work around this a little bit. I think I'm going to give him the 3-year deal so we can keep our salary cap low. I'm going to sign everyone else. But if I have the cap space, I might sign them long term. So give me a second here. Okay, so I've gone ahead a few days in the re-sign stage. The good news is that we've got everyone other than Kyle Connor signed. We went the 3-year path or the 1-year path just for the young players who really haven't hit their prime just yet. And JFK I gave a 1-year deal to because I don't want to stunt his growth. I don't want to lock him in. I want him to continue to grow with those 40-goal seasons. So you can see now with the biggest contracts on the squad, Larkin, Gardner, Johnson, Mantha, DeKaiser. 3 years, though, for Svechnikov. Forsback, Carlson's 1 year. Who else we got? Roenick is 1 year. Yeah, this team is looking extremely healthy for the future. But now the big question, what do we do with Kyle Connor? And, you know, I forgot to show you guys the advanced analytics of Kyle Connor. I didn't just trade for him because he's from Detroit and he's 87 overall. No, I like his numbers. First, we have a lot of shooters on this team already. I need someone who is good defensively but also passes the puck. 39 assists, not last year, the year before that, remember. This is not a simulation year. That was an actual season, 17-18. Actually, was that... no, that's year number 1. 17, 18. Yeah, that's year number 1. So 18 goals, 15 assists. How good is he in year number 1? Like 81, 80 overall? So that doesn't really count. That was year number 2. And then year number 3, he sat out. But the two-way forward, right? Go all the way down here. Takeaways to giveaways. More takeaways than giveaways. So perfect. We can really rely on him. Penalty killer. And also just, like I said, those defensive forwards. Larkin, Connor, Mantha. We can really trust these guys to keep the puck out of the net. Now that we got that goaltender as well, you know, that's, I'm hoping, good defensive team. So 7 years. Let's see. The last time 50 points he put up, I don't want to pay him way more than Larkin. It's the same kind of, yeah, he deserves the same kind of contract as Larkin. Larkin is how old? 23. Kyle Connor is 23. Yeah, I should be giving them the same kind of deal. So we're going to go 3 years here for Kyle Connor, and I'm going to pay him less than everyone else because he wants a little bit too much. 4 years. Now I'm going to go 3 years, then we can re-sign him again when he's 26. So we'll go 3 years at $6 million. There you go. Okay. 3 years, $6 million. Perfect. And that will leave us with just under $10 million of cap space when we are ready to go. So goaltenders as well. All right, we got to sign Eric Comrie. Forgot about this. Okay, so Eric Comrie, he also wants 3 years. That's perfect for us. So we'll go 3 years at 3.250 for Eric Comrie. We'll see what this guy can do for us. And that's going to be everything. So we still need a backup goaltender. Defense is taken care of. Forwards are taken care of. Our injury players can be the bad contracts that we have. Like Berglund, we still have on the team. But I think we have like 12 forwards now that we can use, that we can be proud of. Bochinski, I'm hoping, comes up this year. Ryan Preck, I don't know about. We're going to see, boys. But I'm excited for year number 4. So Kyle Connor has decided to sign, and Eric Comrie has decided to sign. So everyone has signed with the Detroit Red Wings. We are on the 3-year plan right now. Everyone's on a 3-year deal except for Dylan Larkin going forward. So we're going to see how successful we can be within these 3 years before we really start to turn it up. I got my eyes set on those playoffs for this season. So in free agency, got Braden Shen, Sami Vatanen, Spurgeon, Merrill, Yakupov, Forbert, Spooner, Jonathan Dahlin, RFA. Hang on. We're not going RFA routes. UFAs. Here we go. Yakupov. So we got some defensemen. Jared Spurgeon and Sami Vatanen, $5 million. And we have the cap space to get them. And if I could trade away DeKaiser, switch out DeKaiser for Jared Spurgeon or Sami Vatanen, that would really help out the defensive core. But then again, why would one of these guys want to come here? Okay, so let me just... let me think. Key defenseman. I got to hold on to DeKaiser right now. Now, these guys already team interested. Sami Vatanen, offensive defenseman. We already have offensive defenseman on this team. Let me take a look at his individual stats. Is he somebody that we want to pay? Giveaways, he gives the puck away a lot, right? Because he's trying to create offense. Doesn't throw the hit. And you know what? No. Sami Vatanen does not work on this team. And Jared Spurgeon is also... No, he's a two-way defender. I thought he'd be offensive defenseman. Let me take a look at Jared Spurgeon's. He hits more. He blocks shots, giveaways, takeaways. Yeah, I think he's like an offensive two-way defenseman. Not a lot of points, though. You know what? I'm going to stay away from those two defenders. I want Cholowski to grow. I want Quentin Hughes to grow. We still have Johnson and Gardner. We get one of those guys. What about Roenick? And the only guy I could replace is, what's his name? Danny DeKaiser. But there's no trading away Danny DeKaiser right now. So you know what? I'm not going to do that. Any forwards? Nail Yakupov. 4 teams are interested. I'm not going to trade for Nail Yakupov. Now, we need a backup goalie for this year. So we're going to go to the goaltenders. Braden Holtby was available. Damn. If I didn't trade for Eric Comrie, we could have signed Braden Holtby. But yeah, that's okay. I'm fine with Eric Comrie as our go-to man. So Markstrom, Hutchinson, Godobin, Anderson, Halak, Condon, Hammond, Binnington. All right, so let's just get a solid backup. Let's spend a little bit of money into our backup. Markstrom. Yeah, Jacob Markstrom. Hey, you know what? Let me take a look at their stats here. I want someone with like reflexes at 4 or 4.5 star. Hutchinson's at 4. Jimmy Howard's at 4. So all these guys are at 4. All right, so let's just go with all these teams. Let's find a backup that no team has gone after just yet. Here we go. Yaroslav Halak, only 3.5. No, thank you. I won't do that. Anderson, 3.5. No, I won't do that. You know what? Screw it. I'm going for Hutchinson. All right, Michael Hutchinson. We'll go for another former Winnipeg Jet goaltender. Yeah, Hutchinson. All right, so 1 year. All right, other teams interested. Oh, you know what? Winnipeg might need him as a backup. So you know what? I'll leave that one, Markstrom, because they did trade away Comrie. That makes sense. So Markstrom, I'm going to pay you 2.250. Winnipeg's going after 2 of these goaltenders. Yeah, they want to back up for sure. All right, so 2.250 for... You know what? If they're going after Markstrom, fuck that. I'll go after Hutchinson. Yeah, they're going after both of those goalies, so I'm going to go after Hutchinson for 1 year, $2 million. There you go. All right, so that takes care of that. Defensemen, we're good for defensemen, and Dion Fagoof is going to be our 7th. And then forwards, we got a lot of forwards. Is there anyone that pops out at me for nice and cheap? Coyle, Lindbergh, Filppula. Like a veteran that would just defensive veteran that would help out. Filppula wouldn't be bad actually. 36. Let's see his stats. He's dropping. No, exact bottom 6. He's dropping off. Carlson, Melker Carlson, Ernie, Callahan, Cousins, Hansel, Poirier. Emile Poirier, I think he's got pretty good defensive stats, right? What's his, just like as a depth guy for us if we have any injuries. Giveaways, takeaways. Look at that season. That was 2017-18 in the AHL, but he does hit. I just need some depth. I just like 4th line forward. Yeah, okay, I'll just pick this guy up. All right, so 1 year at 1.7. There it is. So those are the only acquisitions we are making in free agency, boys. We already made our trades. We made our splash in the NHL entry draft, if you will. And I'd like to get to preseason and also finish this video with a nice gameplay simulation of opening night, just like last year. So Hutchinson has decided to sign with Detroit, and Poirier has also decided to sign. So that's the team. I know you guys still want us to sign those free agents and make this squad the best squad in the NHL one step at a time. Let's keep this realistic, okay? No, I'm not making any trades. We made the blockbuster deal, trading away a medium elite, a prospect, and also a 2nd-round pick that ended up becoming a medium elite defender for Detroit native Kyle Connor. That is a blockbuster deal, boys. So we're just going to keep the expectations realistic. We're going to try to remain competitive all the way throughout the season for year number 4. And if we can be successful, you never know, we might sneak into those playoffs, all right? So, yeah, let's do some power of video editing and jump to preseason. So here we are in preseason for year number 4. I've already taken care of all the line changes, the trading block, all that good stuff. We're going to get to opening night here in a second. But if we're going to compete for a playoff spot this season, then guess what? We need ourselves a leader. We need ourselves a captain. So it's time that we crown ourselves the next captain of the Detroit Red Wings. We're still going to hold on to our veteran alternates, Justin Abdelkader and Danny DeKeyser, until these guys move off the team. You know, they're the veterans. They're going to take care of the alternate captaincy duties. But I think, well, I've been reading the comments, and I think everyone does agree who the next captain of the Detroit Red Wings should be. It is Dylan Larkin. He spent his time now as the alternate, but it's time for him to lead this team into the playoffs. So we are unassigning the alternancy and giving him the captaincy, baby. There it is, number 71, the newest captain of the Detroit Red Wings, Dylan Larkin. All right, so Dylan, your first season as captain of Detroit. Let's see what you can do. I mean, he's got big shoes to fill. Guys like Yzerman, Lidstrom, Zetterberg, Datsuk. Now Larkin, come on, my man, time to step up. So we're going to simulate to opening night here in a second. I want to show you guys the lineups and the roster moves and all that good stuff. And I got to tell you, there's a few very good stories about our roster this season. Some things I did not even expect. I really do feel like we can be a playoff team here in year number 4. So goaltenders, we got Eric Comrie, 84 overall, and Hutchinson, 81 overall. So we've improved our goaltending from last season. Hopefully Comrie can have a much better year from Philip Grabauer, and if our team still plays well defensively, you know, I'm telling you, we can be a playoff team this season. In the system, Gillies, Talars, I went back and signed those guys for the AHL. Defensemen, we got Jake the Snake at 84. Quentin Hughes has jumped up to an 83 overall. Take a look at some of those stats. We're really going to ride him this year and see what kind of power play goal totals he can get. Cholowski's up at 82. Eric Johnson, 82, but he still has that exact top 4 potential, so we're fine for another 3 years. Ronick stayed at 79. Might be a little bit of a bust here. He's the low top 4, which means he might not grow. We're going to see. If he doesn't grow to like 80 overall by the trade deadline and we're a competitive team, might be trade bait, somebody that we want to replace. Danny DeKeyser and then Dion Fagoof, who is the injury player for us. In the system, Olofsson, Van de Sompel, I won't even go through them all. Sign some more guys, but there's Donald Reinprecht. He is not ready to go just yet. Should be ready to play in the top 6 role for next season, 79, 80 overall. He's already 73 overall at 19 years of age, so one more year down there in the minors, and he should be good to go for next season. Go back to the NHL forwards. All right, so up on the team, Kyle Connor, 87. Dylan Larkin, 85. Didn't grow. Svechnikov, 85. Rudolph Braun. What the hell? I know. 84 overall. Who would have thought this? This guy was drafted in 2019, the year 3 NHL entry draft. The year 2 NHL entry draft, my apologies. And by year number 4, he was drafted in the 4th round in year number 2, and by year number 4, he's already 84 overall. So Rudolph Braun, this guy, he's making a name for himself. He wants to play here in Detroit, so I found a spot for him, boys. But that's a big one. And then Logan Bochinski, the 2nd overall draft pick in 2019. He's also 84 overall. So this is what I mean about not needing to sign free agents. We know we got the young guys coming up. So this season, compared to last season, you got 2 84 overall players, just boom, just inserted into the lineup. Boom, just like that. Didn't have to trade for them, didn't have to sign them in free agency, minor league deals, boom, from the prospect pool. And we still have more guys like Ryan Preck coming up for next season, so this is what I mean. The plan is in play right now. Andrei Svechnikov, 83, Anthony Mantha, 83. We may have stunted his growth a little bit. He's 26 years of age, 83. The good news is that he's still listed as a second-line forward. So there's going to be people saying, well, he should have been medium elite. Should have got to 88 overall. Don't sleep on 83 overall, okay? He could still get up to 84, 85. Be a solid contributor here for us here in Detroit. Forsbacka Karlsson grew to an 81 overall. I guess so after a 30-something goal season. Well, he should have had a 30-goal season if I put him on the first line to start. Rasmussen up to a 79. All right, and then all these guys down here. In the system, just signed a bunch of guys, hoping to come back, but no more Hedberg because he is a part of the Winnipeg Jets. All right, so now I'll show you guys the lineups, and we're only going to get the opening night. We're not going to simulate anything in this video because I would love for you guys to chime in. We've already gone long enough. The video is already long enough, and I want to make the playoffs for year number 4. So if you guys disagree with some of the lineups here, let me know for the next video. And I also want to see some fan art for Kyle Connor, the hometown kid. So Kyle Connor, Dylan Larkin, and Jacob Forsbacka Karlsson. Now, don't worry about the player types. We've already debunked that. They all play their own little way. Kyle Connor, he's a good defensive player who can pass the puck. Larkin, it's the same thing. I think they're the exact same type of player. The overall might be higher for Connor, but they still produce the same way. Forsbacka Karlsson is the shooter. So you got 2 guys who pass the puck, who both play great defensively, and the sniper. We're going to see what these guys do for us. And Forsbacka, I want to see if he can get a 40-goal year for us. Second line, Logan Bochinski. We said that we were going to play him in the center role. We didn't get Jack Hughes, but we could always move Bochinski over to the center position. And given that he's a two-way forward, I'm putting the Svechnikovs beside him. Evgeny Svechnikov was more of, oh, you know what? I put them on the wrong side. Here you go. Evgeny Svechnikov was more of a playmaker. So you got a playmaker, two-way forward, and hopefully Andrei's shooting percentage goes up this year. We're going to see what that second line does for us. Third line, Michael Rasmussen. He's still listed as a fourth-line forward, but he's already 79 overall. I'm moving him up. I want to see if he can produce with Rudolph Braun and Anthony Mantha. I know what you're saying. Anthony Mantha being dropped back. I could drop back Forsbacka Karlsson and do it like that, but we saw the success from Forsbacka being on the first line. We don't have a lot of space. Can't put him on the second line because then Svechnikov's got to go down. Can't move Connor Larkin or Bochinski down. All right, Braun doesn't have a spot in the top 6. We just have a lot of forwards, but don't worry. I got him on the penalty kill. He'll get his ice time, and he's going to contribute here for us. And then the fourth line, Bertuzzi, Athanasiou, and Abdelkader, okay? That is the offensive core. Defense, Jake Gardiner, Eric Johnson playing together this year because Cholowski and Hughes are both now top 4 defensemen. So we're going to play them alongside one another and see what they can do. And then our 2 top 6 defensemen. These are 2 guys that we could trade for and improve, or trade away and improve the position. Danny DeKeyser and Hronik. So it depends on how good our season unfolds, but those are 2 positions that we can certainly improve on. Power play. Now here's where it gets interesting. The shooters, I put on the power play. Forsbacka Karlsson with Larkin and Connor. Anthony Mantha is getting power play time, so there's his ice time, and Quentin Hughes instead of Jake Gardiner. Quentin Hughes takes a crap ton of shots. I was even thinking about putting him on the wing, but we have so many wingers that I'm just going to put him on the point, see what we can do. But that first line power play now, it shoots the puck. Second line, Bochinski, both Svechnikovs, Gardiner, and Rasmussen, who also shoots the puck. I want to see what he can do on the power play. 4-man power play, I just try to get some ice time to some players. Penalty kill, Larkin and Mantha, same as last year. Our penalty kill was a bright spot. Gardiner, Johnson, Bochinski, and Rudolph Braun. We're going to see what Rudolph can do defensively. He's a playmaker, But now that he played an entire year in the AHL, you can take a look at his advanced analytics. More takeaways than giveaways. And he was only like 73, 74 overall last year, so it's not like he was dominant. So I'm going to try him out on the penalty kill. I want to give him ice time. We're going to see what he can do. That's the 3-man penalty kill. Looks like that. Extra attackers, it looks like that. Hang on a second. 4-on-4 continued. 3-on-3 looks like that. Extra attackers, Connor and Larkin. Shootout looks like that. Goaltenders, Comrie and Hutchinson. And then the scratch players, we got Poirier, Phaneuf, and Berglund. And both Poirier and Berglund, they can take face-offs, so they can play center as well. So I'm liking this team. Bochinski and Braun really make this team better. And Cholowski and Quentin Hughes growing has made our blue line better as well. So I'm liking that. And edit lines for the AHL squad. Let me just quickly take a look at this. There's not really anyone that we're following. A few two-way forwards at medium top 9 like Giovanni Smith and Zach Gallant. But other than that, we traded away Hedberg. And defenseman, I think there was one. Hamill, there you go. Hamill was the low elite two-way defender. And Godobin, the one that we just drafted in the 2nd round. Or the 7th round. Maxime Godobin. We're going to see what these guys can do. Picked up some goaltenders, made the AHL team better. We'll see how that team simulates. All right, so that was a mouthful right there. Year number 4, it's official. It's a new era for the Detroit Red Wings, the Dylan Larkin, Kyle Connor era. Oh, man. And the Kyle Connor trade. We're going to see what or how that plays out. So let's go. The first game is against the Dallas Stars. You know what? That'll be a good game because that's where John Tavares is. We're on the road here for opening night. It would have been nice to see Kyle Connor's first game playing in Detroit, but I want to see opening night against Dallas with Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, and John Tavares. Are they all on the same line? I don't know. I would also love to show you guys the rosters from all the other teams, but I think it would take too long. You guys let me know if you want to see what every other team's lineups look like. I could just go to the trade screen and run through it quickly, or go to every single line in the NHL. Might take like 5-10 minutes, but I could do it at the start of the next video. You guys let me know. Teams don't see salary cap, blah, 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 blah. Yep. All right, so there is preseason. Yeah, that's taken care of. And we are 4-2-1 in preseason. Not really much you can go off on there. The other teams don't really play their best players, but it's good to know that we were above 500. So the Detroit Red Wings, what can we do this season? Don't have any first-round draft picks other than our own. We're not trying to score in the draft anymore. We are trying to make the playoffs. So let me just go back to trade players one more time. Let me see what our status still says rebuilder. So I don't know if we're good enough just yet. Come on now, boys. Let's see what we can do in year number 4. So opening night in Dallas. Let's see how our team plays, shall we? It's going to be interesting to see out there. And also I changed the jersey number. I forgot to mention. Changed the jersey number for Hronek. He's no longer 13. That was ridiculous. So first period here in Dallas. And the Detroit Red Wings, Jacob Forsbacka Karlsson. Imagine he has like a 50-goal a year now. It's just like the best defensive line, and he shoots all the time, so they're like plus 50. Oh, that would be so great. Shots are 14-7 in favor of the Red Wings. Second period. Yeah, baby. Quentin Hughes and Andrei Svechnikov. You know what? I don't even need to go into the third period right here. Let's resume the simulation. We can save the first game for, for home ice. Tyler Seguin, though, gets his team back within 1. If they pull it to 3-2, I might have to jump in there too. Oh, wait a minute. Jamie Benn. Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn just scored. 12 minutes left. Let's get in there. So here we are in Dallas. Just under 13 minutes remaining. The Detroit Red Wings had a 3-goal advantage coming here into the third period, but the Dallas Stars are fighting back. Garanov just misses that post, and they almost completed the comeback right there. The Dallas Stars, they're flying right now. The young Red Wings, they're crumbling, but Heiskanen, what's his name? Heiskanen? Shit. He's losing the puck, but he gets back. Picks it up, and out of danger. The Dallas Stars still pressing. Ooh, bad pass right there. Aaron pass, and Cholowski picks it up. Rasmussen does his job, dumps it. Oh, did it hit the stanchion? I think it did. It's number 15, Michael Rasmussen. And his sophomore season looks to build upon the progress that he made last year. Shot the puck a lot, got power play time on the 4th line as well. I'd love to be able to move him up. We got so many players on this team, though, who want the chance to produce offensively. Who's going to do it? Jamie Benn, though. Jamie Benn for Dallas. Jamie Benn back to Heiskanen. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know why I said Heiskanen. Jesus. Eric Johnson flings it around the net. Detroit's going to have to be there to help him out. Jamie Benn still trying to get it. Eric Johnson up to JFK, and here he goes. JFK off the left wing. No, taken off the puck right there by his fellow countryman, what's his first name? Klingberg. Not Johan Klingberg. John Klingberg. Fuck! Johan Klingberg. I can't even think of these names anymore. Jamie Benn tries dangling, but he's stripped by Erik Johnson, who does the same thing again. Flings it around the board. Smart play. Here he is, Detroit's own Kyle Connor. Oh! Jeez! He almost got freaking, who was that, number 71? Was that JFK? No, that's, oh! It's a goal for Samuelsson! Oh, Kyle Connor, that is not a good play at the blue line. I think it was Dylan Larkin, right? Our captain, number 71. Dylan Larkin, he almost kills with a suicidal pass. Samuelsson, was that his first NHL goal? Might have been the kid's first career NHL marker, and it completes the rally for the Dallas Stars. Henrik Samuelsson, his first goal of the year, his first goal of his NHL career too. I'll call it, I don't care. Oh yeah, grab that puck for him, boys. He's gonna remember that sucker. But going back to the replay, you know what? I might want to go back. Let's see the shot first right here. He walks right in. Oh, bad defending right there. Who is that? Number 11. Is that Cholowski? I can't see. I've got to get used to these numbers. No way I can tell. But you know what? Let's go back and take a look at this instant replay. This is where the rush happened. Was this the Cholowski-Hughes line? Let's see. Number 50 is Gardner. It was Johnson. Oh, Johnson's 11. Oh, Erik Johnson, the veteran, just letting Samuelsson walk right in, and he snipes it past Comrie. What the hell? And yeah, look at your stick. Yeah, the stick was the problem. All right, so let's go back here. Let's take a look at when Kyle Connor picked up the puck. Right here, Kyle Connor, he's got it. Number 81, he got some space on the right. He's trying to do the right thing, giving it to the captain. Oh my God, headshot right there. Larkin just avoided his own death, and that led to the rush, that led to the goal. Now we have a tie game with 6:35 remaining here in the third period. Samuelsson from Klingberg, and Samuelsson sounds like a Swedish name, so two super Swedes hooking up right there. Another Swede, Anton Stralman, signing with the Dallas Stars, flings it in for Dallas. The Detroit Red Wings got to pick it up. Jake the Snake Gardner, that's what we paid you for. Andrei Svechnikov, here he is, going to get a better shooting percentage this season. He takes shots, he just doesn't score. His brother doesn't take shots, but he's got great accuracy. There he is, Logan Bochinski, number 96 out there. I want to see what he looks like. Created player by the game right here. Oh, whoa, Erik Johnson, another mess up. Stralman from the point. Slap shot. Great save there by Comrie. Erik Johnson is dropping the ball. He is screwing the pooch as the Dallas Stars try to pass back to the point. And Aaron pass goes all the way down the ice. Picked up by Anton Stralman. Josh Lievo here playing with Dallas. Smart play. Not cut off behind the net by Eric Comrie, but the Detroit Red Wings are going to break it up. JFK. Over, back to the defenseman. Up to, who is that? Logan Bochinski. Logan Bochinski, number 96. I'm liking the way he looks. Cuts to the middle. Logan Bochinski finds Jacob Forsbacka. Doesn't shoot. Logan Bochinski to Svechnikov. Oh, what a save right there by Ben Bishop. But we got to see a little bit of the playmaking abilities from Logan Bochinski, the second overall draft pick last season. We got Kyle Connor, Larkin, and JFK out there up against Tyler Seguin, Granov, and Radulov. Seguin's playing with the Russians. Here we go. Face-off won by Dallas, up to Radulov. Alexander Radulov. What can he do off the right wing? A minute left. Can he win it late for Dallas? Flings it around the net. Granov picks it up. Back to his fellow countryman. Radulov out front. Tries the pass. No, it's blocked in front by the Detroit Red Wings defenseman Quentin Hughes. No, it was actually Dylan Larkin who was back-checking. I just saw the C. Great job, Larkin. That's what you need to do. Here comes Kyle Connor off the left wing. Centers it back to Mantha. Does not shoot it. Quentin Hughes back to Cholowski. Back to Hughes. Hughes going down low. He is the offensive defenseman. Finds Kyle Connor. Larkin, the captain. Oh, in his first game as the captain of the Detroit Red Wings on the road. He scores the go-ahead goal with 27 seconds left. That's captaincy material, Dylan Larkin. Fuck yeah. Great job. Great passes. Kyle Connor with the backhand shot. Dylan Larkin picks up the rebound, goes across Ben Bishop on his forehand. Ben Bishop can't stretch far enough. He gets beat low blocker. And with 27 seconds left, the Detroit Red Wings have a one-goal lead. They're breaking out the third line. Rasmussen, Rudolph Braun, and Anthony Mantha. Let's see what Rudolph can do. Come on, the German loses the faceoff. Not good. Up to John Tavares. Oh, no! He finds... Wow! Big save right there by Eric Comrie. It's going to be a defensive zone faceoff, and the Dallas Stars have pulled. Oh, yeah, he scored his first career goal tonight, did Samuelsson. Hey, good job, my man. It's got to be a great feeling. If only his team could have got to overtime for him, but it's not over just yet. 6 attackers out there. Dallas has put their 4th line out there. Great AI shown by EA Sports in NHL 18. Dallas, oh, they can't pick it up. Danny DeKaiser, the veteran, the alternate captain, up to Rasmussen. Go! Oh, you fucking idiot! Rasmussen misses the net by a mile, and here come the Dallas Stars! You idiots! Drew Shore cuts back 4 seconds. They shoot it. It's up front. Low. Comrie! He grabs it off the goal line, and the Detroit Red Wings hold on to win opening night of year number 4. Holy crap! What a game there, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Larkin with the game-winning goal, and the Detroit Red Wings 2 points. 2 points against a Western Conference team. That's how you want to start the year, boyos. So John Tavares signing with Dallas. Big mistake. Should have gone to Toronto. I drove for an hour to see Samuelsson get his first goal. Rasmussen misses by a mile, which almost leads to the Dallas Stars coming back and tying up this game late. Thankfully, Eric Comrie did his job. You can see all the decisions that I made. The captaincy, Eric Comrie, Kyle Connor. The new look Detroit Red Wings, they showing some promise here. What the hell happened though? Hang on. Drew Shore cut in, went back to the point. I knew it was in trouble here because they're just going to shoot, and there's no one covering. Lindell shoots it. It gets tipped on front. This is when I was, oh my God, right there. Shaw puts it through the legs. It went underneath. Oh, Comrie! Comrie! You genius! Comrie in his first game for Detroit right there at the end makes that goal line save. Oh, beautiful job, Comrie. That's got to be like the thumbnail of this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I have revamped the roster for the Detroit Red Wings. Anything and everything. I want to see a lot of fan art. I want to see a lot of comments and suggestions for line changes because I didn't want to simulate a month in this video. I still don't. I want you guys to pick up anything that I may have missed. You guys always do. I always make a mistake. And let me know. I'm going to cut you off at the pass on comments that include Mantha and Rudolph Braun. Oh, you got to play them in the top 6. Got to give them more ice time. Just don't have the space on the team, boys. The acquisition of Kyle Connor means that somebody else goes down. It's not going to be the Svechnikovs, not going to be JFK, not going to be Larkin, all right? Who's it going to be? Not going to be Bochinski. It had to be Anthony Mantha, but we can rely on him on the power play, on the penalty kill, and on the third line. You're going to need players like that to win the Stanley Cup, and he's still got the second line role, so just chill out. So anything and everything, boyos, let me know, and I will see you when we continue year number 4. Hey guys, Johnny here and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.